This past season for James Harden was obviously a huge disappointment. After being traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Philadelphia 76ers, there were high expectations for the team, but they unfortunately failed to live up to those expectations as they fell to the Miami Heat in the second round of the playoffs, and again lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals for the fourth time in 5 seasons. James Harden, throughout this entire playoff run and through the season with the Philadelphia 76ers, was not the player that he once was in Houston and even in Brooklyn, as he looked inconsistent, a little slow, less explosive, and just didn't have those elite qualities that he once possessed that made him the 2018 NBA MVP. So of course, after this season for the Sixers and the disappointing season James Harden had, there were plenty of people that came on and pretty much just said James Harden is washed and he doesn't have it anymore, and the Sixers pretty much can't win a championship with Embiid and Harden if Harden continues to play like this. Well, that might be true, but James Harden has gone through this entire offseason and carried himself like an absolute professional. He has done everything he possibly can to not only make himself better, but make the Philadelphia 76ers team better around him. He has showed that all he really cares about is winning a championship. And the sacrifices he's made in this offseason and the things he has done really show what kind of player, what kind of person James Harden is and where he's at in his career. I think he's already proved a lot of the haters wrong and will continue to prove those people wrong this coming season. So to start out with the most recent news on James Harden, a couple days ago, James Harden signed a 2-year, $68.6 million contract extension with a player option on the second year. So this is a very team-friendly contract. Obviously, James Harden had a $47 million player option that he declined earlier in the offseason. He took over a $15 million pay cut, and there was one point in time when people believed James Harden would get paid a max extension over $200 million, and instead James Harden, who's very self-aware, decided to take a pay cut and help the Sixers build a better team around him. As James Harden knows, he didn't play up to par last season. He knows he has to play better, so he instead took a pay cut to make the 76ers a better team. And man, that was honestly one of the best things James Harden could have done for his image, for his reputation, and honestly, just for the Philadelphia 76ers team as a whole. He gained 1,000 respect points with every 76er fan that pays attention by doing that. He allowed the Sixers to go out and sign players like PJ Tucker and Danuel and just improve the roster around him and Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey to continue to make this Philadelphia 76ers team a championship caliber one. And that's not the only thing James Harden has done this offseason to prove people wrong. Before we continue with the video, I just want to say, if you are new, subscribe for more videos just like this, and follow me over on Instagram and on Twitter. Other awesome sports content there coming soon. Without further ado, let's get into the rest of the video. So something else James Harden has done this offseason is he has decided that he's going to get back to that elite form he once had in Houston, in Brooklyn. Back to the time when he was an MVP candidate and scoring champion. We don't know exactly if he'll be able to get back to that level, but we do know James Harden will be working as hard as he possibly can to get his body right, to recover from that hamstring injury that hampered him over the past couple seasons and probably affected his play, his explosiveness, and his abilities on the basketball court. Rehabbing from that injury, getting back from it, working hard in the offseason to also improve his diet, just continue to get in shape, which he hasn't really been in the last 2 seasons, get back to the form he was in back when he was in shape with the Rockets and averaging over 30 points per game. If he can do all these things and get back to at least Brooklyn James Harden, where he was putting up around 25 and 11 on very efficient shooting, it will not only open up opportunities for his game and the limits of the Sixers offense, it will open up the game for a lot of other players on the Sixers roster. Joel Embiid included, Tyrese Maxey included, Tobias Harris included, other players around, PJ Tucker, Danuel, De'Anthony Melton, all these guys around him. He will continue to make them better as well. If James Harden continues to get back to that elite level, the Sixers could be looking scary, especially offensively, next season. So if we take into account everything Harden has done this offseason to prove everybody wrong, to show he just cares about winning, the man is working hard to get back to that elite level. He took a huge pay cut to help the Sixers improve the team around him. He is honestly showing all he cares about is winning a title. And with everything he's done, if he comes back in elite form, the Sixers could be a championship contender next season, a legit threat to come out of the East and win the NBA Finals in 2023. Now all we got to do is wait and see what happens. But that's pretty much all I got for this video, guys. As you can see, I'm on vacation right now. I don't have internet and everywhere that we go, so if updates are a little bit slow, if videos come out a little bit slow, that's why. I appreciate you guys for bearing with me with that. But yeah, I just dropped the Instagram, just got a Twitter as well, so follow me over there. The links will be in the description and on the screen as well, so you can check those out, other sports content over there, and subscribe to this channel for more videos just like this, covering the Sixers, making videos like this, covering the Philadelphia Eagles as well. Drop a like on this video to help push it out to other people. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this video, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.